Batman here for IrishBoxing.com with Senan Kelly. Senan, listen, you were there on Friday night. Let's get into it. You were there on Friday night. Declan Geraghty won the Celtic title. You have the Irish title. Tell us a bit more. Carnage in the Capital. First off, as well, how are we?
Good, yeah. Just finished a hard day of training, so yeah, I've been taking over until now. Camp's officially started, and yeah, looking to put on a big performance now in February. So, buzzing for it.
How did this come about? Was it just like that? It was the man that won was going to face you next? Because obviously you faced Jay Tinkland before. You beat him for the Celtic title. But if Declan obviously won and he did win, it was going to be you against him, and it was just something in the works. But it was behind closed doors and nobody knew. And then it was announced officially when obviously he won.
Well, not even like this fight was agreed a long time ago,
Yeah,
and then whatever happened with Deco with the weight or whatever it was, it just never came in. It never came to fruition in the end.
yeah,
So I knew he was training, and then I heard he was fighting for the Celtic title against Jay Tinkland. So I got on to Jay, and I was just like, he's going to be on target to fight me next now. So I
yeah,
presume we're going to get this fight made for early 2025. And
yeah.
Jay said, yeah, we're looking at February 15th. I'm going to talk to Deco after the fight and or the fight day or whatever it was he said it to him. And yeah, got it across the line. Deco is happy. I'm happy. So yeah, good to go.
Did you expect any fireworks when well, like if fireworks as in words that were exchanged in the ring, or was it obviously you and Deco are mates, but just a bit of banter between the two of you? Because as Deco said, spit shine that belt. Obviously, you'd expect a bit of tongue in cheek.
Deco's a cheeky bastard, but that's just who he is.
Yeah,
Do you know what it was, man? He winked at me in the end of the eighth round, and as soon as he winked at me in my head, I was just like, right, it's on. Now it's good to go. So I'm delighted he won. I'm delighted
yeah,
he won. So
yeah.
now I get to go and beat him.
You were supposed to fight like this week as well was supposed to be fight week for you. You were supposed to be finished the camp and you were supposed to be making your way down to Waterford on Saturday morning or sorry during the press conference of Friday evening or whatever. Um, do you have any? Are you miffed at all that that fight isn't happening more between you and Dave Ryan because there was a highly anticipated fight. It was a fight that everyone wanted to see.
I'm sure it'll happen soon enough, sooner rather than later as well. Like it's nice having options, man. I'm just happy that all these people are here. They're willing to fight, and Irish boxing starting to thrive again because just means I get to fight more and get to, yourself, win a few more belts, defend a
Mm,
few more titles, and
yeah.
make a bit more money.
Yeah, I say your sponsors are happy that you're active again because obviously the middle shop had a bit of an after party celebration. And I say once you rang them, it's like, oh listen lads, I need your sponsorship again. They are well happy to jump on board and
I'd
help
say
the
we're
man out.
delighted, yeah. Thomas Hannigan up there, delighted whenever I'm fighting, yeah.
Just talk me through training camp so far. You've been in the background. You haven't stopped working really since the fight cancellation came true. And you've been in the gym 24/7, Sam.
Me job.
Yeah,
This is the thing, like if I'm fight or no fight, I'm in the gym taking over training, working on
yeah,
what needs to be worked on, constantly improving, getting
yeah.
better. So once I come to that 8 week stage where I'm just 8 weeks out from the fight, things start changing a bit in terms of our sparring partners to get a bit more precise. Days just get locked in a bit more, as in certain sessions are put on certain days. A bit more structure comes to the timetable. And yeah, just a bit more head sparring is getting introduced again now. So
Mm,
everything's flying. I have all my
mm,
sparring partners lined up.
mm,
Can't fault anything right now. I'm in a very good place.
mm. Since your last fight, I remember well, obviously we were riding back in the car, and I remember the doctor before took a look at your hand. How's that hand at the moment, and how's the body feeling really in general, Senate?
Everything feels great. To be honest, Matt, I haven't sparred since the fight, but
Oh
like I've
wow,
been throwing
okay,
shots on the pads. Haven't
yeah,
been, yeah, do you know, I've done so much sparring for that last fight that I wanted
yeah,
to just take a little break away from fucking headaches for a few weeks, really.
yeah,
But with that being said, I've been doing body sparring, shoulder taps, still just doing all the little stuff. I sparred
yeah,
a few lads that were a good bit lighter than me, so I wasn't really actually throwing the right hand against them.
yeah.
So I'll say now in the next week or so, I'll test out the right hand properly in an actual spar, and then that'll be the
Mm.
final test for it because I've been hitting bags, hitting pads, everything's felt great so far. So I, right now, if I had to put money on it, I'd say it's fine.
Like so, like even if you're hitting the pads, like it feels completely okay. Because when I looked at it, when you showed me the hand, when obviously when the hand was out, it looked bad enough. But listen, if it's
It
good, it's
didn't
good.
look great, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Matthew has a hard head, he does, man.
yeah. Talk me through that fight as well, Senan. It was an absolute war. I know obviously the Dwayne came, but I say it's great for you as well. And I know you said in multiple interviews that and everything else, but you respect Matthew highly. What do you think of his performance on Friday night?
I don't think he. Oh, sorry, on Friday just
Yeah,
gone. He fucking smashed it.
yeah,
Absolutely smashed it. He did. Yeah, that's what I mean about Matthew. Like, I didn't feel like he really turned up the fight. There was something going on with him. I think the night that me and him were meant to fight because it wasn't the same fight that we seen on Friday there, and I
yeah,
think that just showed it. You know.
yeah. Talk me through that fight as well, just in depth. How are you feeling? How what was going on in your head during them rounds in such obviously I think it was a tough fight.
Oh, it was a tough fight, of course. Yeah, but I felt like I was winning every round. So in terms of my own headspace, I felt like I was fucking. You know, when you're not thinking you're losing or you're thinking you're drawing or not, and you'd be
Yeah,
fairly confident. And
yeah.
yeah, like I felt great in there. I felt like I could have went for another few rounds. I still had more in the gas tank, even in round 10. So yeah, I felt really good in there. You know.
Will you be? I guess you'll be watching closely on Saturday night in the one Waterford. A man in Dylan Moran. Who we love to see a fight here at IrishBoxing.com, and I think everyone else would see Senan Kelly against Dylan Moran as a great fight. Will you be watching that closely, Senan? And will you be? Will there anything be said after? Like obviously a call out is a call out, but I have to ask the questions.
No,
Will
no, I
anything be
get
going
it,
on
man. You're
after?
just doing your job. You're stirring the pot, bud.
Yeah,
Look, Dylan Moran said in his last interview with you, he's not interested in fighting me, even though I'm the Irish champion. So
yeah.
yeah, says a lot there. That does. So yeah, let him do whatever he wants. I'll just get onto this belt. I'll just defend me belt and just make another belt. And if he wants to keep avoiding that fight, let him.
Mm.
That's his business. Nothing to do with me.
Will Tyrone McKenna be anything that you'd ever like to go down that road with?
Look, if Tyrone McKenna has to fight me,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Me and Tyrone have been fucking teammates for a long
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
You know,
Like,
it's a tough one. That like,
yeah.
don't get me wrong, I would fight anyone. It doesn't
Mm.
really bother me with that. But El Tyrone. Then again, that goes me, mate. Yeah,
Yeah,
look, if the money's right,
yeah.
I'd fight him. Yeah, but I don't see that ever coming to actually happen. You know.
Like even with you and Tyrone McKenna, like you've spared, I say, a good few rounds. You've had plenty of crack, anyways, in the Coliseum gym. Throughout the years with yourself and the OG team, as I like to call it, yourself, Gary, Luke, everyone else up there. Jazza Dickens. I know he's obviously gone off to Liverpool, but man of Jazza Dickens. But like
You guys.
yeah, he's had plenty. I say he's had plenty of crack, and you know each other well.
That's the thing. We were a team for a very long time, so it's not like just because we kind of all went separate ways at the moment, we don't like each other anymore.
Mm.
And we don't fucking, we just forget about the past. Like anyone that I trained with over the years, I'd consider a friend. You
Yeah,
know, it's nice that this isn't like, I know it's boxing and we're fighting each other and all that, but it's sport. It's not like I'm going out having a knock in the fucking road with someone. Like
yeah,
it's sport and like we have to
yeah,
fight to get paid and stuff. So
yeah.
yeah, it's just competition and I'm a competitive guy.
Mm. There was talk of, well, rumor talk basically, and we reported here on IrishBoxing.com of the SK Army, as I like to call it, going over to New York. Can you give your side of the story to that at all, Sen, and anything that has happened? And obviously, if you've seen the reports, just on your side of the story.
Yeah, at the moment there's nothing. I know the application or whatever it was sent across to the matchmaker for the UFC fight pass card,
Mm.
and it's a fight that I absolutely love. And because Dave Ryan has the Celtic title, junior welterweight, he'd be
Yeah.
mandatory to fight me for that belt. So
Mm.
yeah, if me and Dave got to fly over to New York and have a knockover in MSG, I would be all over it. So
Yeah.
hopefully the UFC can make that one happen.
I'd say that'd be a dream come true, though, Sen, in a way. Like every fighter dreams of going over to America, and not even 10, 11 fights in, and you're over in America already, and you're in MSG, the most iconic arena, the mecca of combat sports, fighting another Irishman. How better can that? They're on St. Patrick's weekend with an SK Army behind you.
Yeah, it's a dream come true. Like I'm still getting fucking phone calls most days asking, "Do you get any news about that fight?" Because
Yeah,
a lot of people want to book tickets and want to go over and watch it and all, but
yeah,
they're not going to go unless I'm there fighting on the card. So
yeah.
yeah, if it was to happen, I'd like to find out sooner rather than later, just so I can bring over as many fans as I can and everyone get the time off work and come over and support me. You know.
I'd say you bring the whole of league slips in, and being honest.
Oh, there'd be a lot coming over, yeah.
Yeah.
There'd be a
Every
lot.
single person in Leagues will be coming to that fight.
Hopefully, yeah.
Would there be something ever that you like, even as a young kid, as a boxer, or maybe dreaming of like a fight night in League Sip? Yeah, like you headline in League Sip. What would that sound like to you?
No stadium in Leagues.
Oh, she can do Comfy GA.
Nah, I want a big stadium. Let's. If I'm talking about dreams and what I want to do in the future, I'd be more looking towards Crow Park instead of Comfy GAA.
Two different completely sides of the spectrum, being honest. But listen, Comfy GA or nowhere. That's what I'm gonna say.
I wouldn't
Um,
say no to it, man.
Speaking of Comfy GA, you're running your own charity nights. Well, you've ran your own charity fight night before. How would be any of them coming back soon at all? To and obviously it's a great thing to get behind for every Irish boxing fan to come down and support if they're in the area.
Oh, definitely, yeah. There was actually a lad from Leicester. He was contacting me about bringing a team over, doing a little Ireland versus England fight night. So
Yeah.
that's something that we're kind of looking at now for, I think he said February, and then I'm going to bring a team from Ireland over to England then pretty later on in the year, maybe around April, maybe a little bit later in April even. But yeah, there's a lot of things in the works, but I'm just trying to look after all the lads I'm coaching because I have a good like 30 lads that are all actively fighting for me. So
Yeah.
I need to keep them busy and top keep my own boxing career busy. And yeah, there's a lot in it, but thank God I've my own. We have another coach here now,
Yeah.
Aaron Creed, who's giving me a good hand with
Credo.
all of it. And the
Credo.
Credo fella, yeah,
Yup,
yeah, yeah,
Credo. Unfortunately, obviously, you lost the Dazzler to Australia, but man,
yeah.
how is he? How's Darren Young since you last talked to him?
He's doing good. Yeah, he had a bit of trouble getting over to Australia. I think there was a volcano that went off in Bali,
Jesus.
so he didn't get to go to Bali. He went straight over to Oz, but he's loving it over there now. Still talk to him. Still talk to him a bit, but he's still programming on me strength and conditioning for me, so
That's
nothing's
class.
changed on that side. Yeah, I was only on the phone this morning about talking about this fight coming up, so
Yeah.
we've been programming a lot of strength training there up as far as this point. The strength block is going to finish now, I think, next week.
Mm.
All right. I can't remember what he said now, to be honest with you now. But yeah, we're on the ball with all of it. Me nutrition, me strength, me conditioning. It's all perfect. So yeah,
With
we're
the
zoning in.
Listen, well, I know with dates and all, you're fighting in February, but a quick turnaround. Would you like to get on that April card in the National Stadium? I know you've boxed in the National Stadium before as a professional. That famous video of you sprinting up to your crowd like Usain Bolt to celebrate with the lads. Would the National Stadium be something that you'd like to go back to and fight under Jay Byrne?
Yeah, we love the stadium. I absolutely love the stadium. I boxed there fucking plenty times when I was younger. And then I got to fight again there as a pro. Oh God, I think the stadium was my first time actually boxing in Dublin, I think,
Yeah,
as a professional
it
as
was. Yeah,
well. So
yeah.
yeah, no, it's something that I've been buzzing for. I've been waiting for a JB show to happen in the stadium for a while now.
Yeah.
So thank God it's starting to happen now, you know?
But obviously, it's a close day. But you like to remain active yourself, and a win on February, let's say, and then that comes on to April. I say you were taking that fight, no bother.
Yeah, I think the February 15th is the one with Deco, and then
Yeah.
April 12th is the stadium card. Would it be right in saying that's 9 weeks apart?
I don't have my calendar now on me, and my numbers aren't the best now, to be honest with you. So
Let's say it's roughly
yeah,
9 weeks, but
yeah,
if it is, it just
yeah.
means I get a week off. Then I'm back in for another 8 week camp, you know. So
Actually,
yeah,
you're always
that's
in the
down.
gym, Senan. You're always in the gym.
You know yourself, man. It's
Yeah.
me job, but
Yeah, LBA man. You sure you're between training lads, training yourself, going to other gyms, getting sparring. You're remaining active at all times, and it's something that's great to see. Even though when you're kind of off duty, if you get me, when you're not fighting.
it's 3 boxing sessions every day, Monday to Friday. Whether that's me actually training or me coaching, that's kind of the way I try and keep it. And then the weekend just gone, I was actually out doing the Jaber and press conference Friday night, all day in the college box, and Saturday, all day in the college box, and Sunday. And then I'm just back in for another week of it. Like, you think I get sick of it, but I just fucking love it.
Like that was my next question. Like, do you ever get sick of it? As you said, you don't.
But the way I see it, like, it's me job, but I love it. So it's not really work, but I'm still
Yeah,
getting paid, you know?
yeah. Listen. One last question. Three singular words that we can expect from Senan Kelly on February 15th against Declan Geraghty in the rescheduled fight in the Carnage in the Capital. What can we expect from you?
Three
Three
words.
singular words.
Three singular words. Fourth round knockout. How about
We'll take that. We will take that.
that?
Now on account before I put up this, no mistakes will be made in the thumbnail or in the title of the video. Saying I can promise that. Not like the last time.
That's the thing. Sorry, Matt. Sorry to cut you off there.
Yeah,
Although I am speaking my mind and I'm being honest,
yeah,
Declan Geraghty is a very close friend
yeah.
of mine, and like we've known each other a long time through the boxing
How
scene.
long?
Like we both started boxing in Crumlin. I didn't really know him back then. It was when we both were trained under Pete Taylor
Okay.
that we were with each other for most days, you know. And then we both went our separate ways. We still just stayed in contact, you know.
Yeah,
But like, there's no bad blood in this fight.
yeah,
This is just two men that are going to fight each other for a belt. You know, we're going to get in there and knock the head off each other, and the better man's going to win. But there's no bad blood. I might be saying I'm going to knock him out. He's saying he's going to knock me out. Whatever the fuck he's saying about spitching the belts and all that shit. I love it. That's what
yeah,
you want. This is
yeah,
a big, big fight, and I'm
yeah,
fucking buzzing for it.
yeah. Listen, I'll leave you at that, Senator. As always, it's great to talk to you. Thank you so much. Enjoy your evening. Actually, one last question as well. What series are you watching on Netflix? I know it was Suits the last time, but what's the next series to get you through camp?
Honestly,
Yeah.
in the middle of watching Desperate Housewives. It's actually good, man. I'm telling you, it's good.
Here's me watching Clarkson's Farm. Jesus Christ. But Senator, as always, on a real note, thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
100%.